What a great singing. Thank you so much in response to it and singing out. And thanks for the kids sing prior to our 5 o'clock service and those who led our children in it. Number 655 will be our song of encouragement in just a moment. 655 will be our song of encouragement in just a moment. You know, when you're traveling down the road at night and you're approaching a vehicle who has lights that seem as if they might have come out of a lighthouse somewhere shining at you. And you can't see anything. So you kindly, put your lights on bright to let the oncoming vehicle know to take his lights off of bright. Then he kindly lets you know that that's not his bright lights. And he shows you how bright his lights can get. You know, if you pass someone like that at night, I promise you, you can know it's not me. I don't think a vehicle I've ever owned have had lights that bright. And not only are they not that bright, sometimes, your headlights, they begin getting a film over them. And if you don't take care of it, take care of it soon, cleaning it or whatever you need to do, then it's just going to keep building and get to the point of no return. It seems to be anyway. I owned a vehicle once that I could leave them on bright all the time, and no one ever flashed me because you could just barely see the 10 feet in front of the vehicle. Matthew chapter 5. When you think about lights serving the purpose in a vehicle, both for yourself to see where you're going, projecting forward to help you know where you're going, but also so others can see you and noticing where you are. When you think about the Christian light in Matthew chapter 5, beginning in verse 14, you are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and that they may glorify your Father which is in heaven. I want you to think about the Christian light and what can happen if we're not careful. It begins getting this film over it. The Christian life does. A sin. As we all do. We understand, we realize that. We fall short, Romans 3:23. But we don't cleanse it. We don't wash it away. And then we maybe add another layer. And then another layer. And a light that was brightly shining at one point in time in life, when we've not even realized or meant for it to happen, it's been covered up by sin. That happens all too often. The good news, of course, Revelation chapter 1 and verse 5, the blood of Christ can cleanse it. Whether it's one sin or a life of sin, the blood of Christ can cleanse it. But I must apply, of course, the blood of Christ. Paul was told to use this blood to wash away his sins. That's what he did when he was baptized. His sins were washed away. So I want to ask you as we sing this last song this evening, to consider your life. If you are a Christian, consider your light. Consider your influence. Consider perhaps unrepented sin that needs to be taken care of before leaving this building. Maybe personally on your own and handle it yourself. Maybe before the congregation repenting and asking God for forgiveness. We'd love to help with that. We'd love to pray with you. We'd love to study with you. We'd love to help you become a Christian tonight. You can't let your light shine as a Christian if you're not a Christian. If you're not a New Testament child of God, we'd love to help you to become one by putting Christ on in baptism. If we can assist in any way, please let it be known as we stand and as we sing.